good thing about sports. You can have a bad week, and the next week there's another game ahead of you. And that's what we have here tonight. We had a bad game last week. This week, the Eagles have got to weather the storm. They got the tornadoes coming in from Taylorville, making the 101-mile trek down south, coming from Springfield all the way to Eagle Country. And they entered into the no-fly zone now. So hopefully we have no tornadoes coming through here tonight. The fans are out tailgating, having a good time. Student section, Blue Crew, they've had a great night as well. And we have a beautiful night here for football on Friday Night Lights. Pre-game warm-ups, they've been going underway. Linebackers there had a great week. We'll talk about them here in the future. And it all boils down, Jared. We got ourselves a football game here tonight.
Yeah, we got a team that we haven't really played, I think, only one time in our whole career of being a school. So, I mean, it should be a fun one. I think the last time we played them was 2018 or 2019, if I'm not mistaken. 2018. And that was a playoff game. I think that was that in the first round or second round? Second round, yep. So, unfortunately, we didn't come out with a win there, but hopefully we can come out tonight and make this this matchup 1-1.
Well, welcome into the Aces Wild pregame show here on KCHS. Head up to Aces Wild. They've got a putt-putt bar crawl going on for needy paws tomorrow. So come on up to Aces Wild tomorrow. Get registered in for that putt-putt. And it's going to be another great day on Saturday. So, Jared, now let's talk a little bit about tonight. We got to talk. I don't know if you got to eat a little bit before the game here tonight. Sons of the American Legion donated the meal. Pulled chicken. Wonderful.
You had some?
Oh, I had some.
That's good.
When I knew they were making that, I knew I had to get some. So thank you to the Sons of the Legion for cooking tonight's dinner and supplying that for the boys. They had enjoyed it. They started with 12 pounds. They had about a quarter of a pan whenever they brought it down to the perch for their parents to take care of. So thank you to the Sons of the Legion. And our rest of our sponsors you saw there before the show. Thank you to them. Without them, we couldn't do anything. Joe Bacardi's cooked the dinner for the volunteers up here in the press box, the chain gang, and the PA crew, everyone. So thank you to Joe Bacardi's and the Columbia Quarterback Club for doing that. So, Jared, let's talk a little bit about last week. We don't have much to talk about.
You sure you want to go there?
We got to go there. For the people that weren't able to see the game last week or wasn't able to listen to it, it wasn't a pretty one. Eagles lose that one 14-0, and that's about all we have to say about it, really.
Yeah, I'm glad there was no video in that game last week. I will say that. Yeah, I mean, playing Waterloo last week, I mean, it was not very good. It was not fun. Not fun to watch, especially on the offensive side of the ball. I think coming in this week, Coach Horner is going to definitely make a lot of changes on that offensive side of the ball. Defense looked really solid, I'd say, the second part of the game. But overall, yeah, it's one that we would really like to forget.
Yeah, the theme music for last week would have been like a backup beeper, I think, on a truck. It wasn't good. The Eagles' offense, there was no flying for the Eagles' offense. Only 61 total yards of offense last week. The leading rusher was Mason Vagley at 7 yards. The problem was the team total rushing yards was 4. So. Not a good night there. And then through the air, I think the Eagles had 57 yards, and two of the big receivers, Aaron Lucas Ribbling and Sam Denny, they were the two that got the yards in the air.
Yeah, and that's something that we wanted to see a lot in the first half last week. Towards the end of the game is when we kind of started to pick up the pace a little bit, and we went on a pretty good drive there at the end, but really couldn't get anything going in that first half, like I said. But I think coming in tonight, there should be some changes we see on that offensive side of the ball, and hopefully that O-line does a little bit better than they did last week.
Yeah. Defensively, though, they did everything we asked them to do, or the coaches asked them to do. Only didn't give up many yards at all. The one drive that they had that ended up in a score was a 15-yard personal foul face mask. That set up the Bulldogs in good territory.
And a blocked punt as well.
And then a blocked punt, also led to a touchdown. So the defense, they did what they had to do. They only gave up the 2 touchdowns. Wasn't anything major to talk about there. But there's a couple guys that we have to highlight, though, on that defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, especially Brody Furlow had 10 tackles last week on that defensive line. Looked really good. First week was getting in the backfield quite a lot, but really couldn't make those plays like Ben Simmons was in that first week as well. And then we had guys like Mason Vagley playing that safety coming up playing a little linebacker. He had 8 tackles, and then Maddox Steffen with 7 and Brandon Jackson with 6. So a little stretched out on the tackling. One guy I will say that I was really impressed in last week was Cam Janik playing that outside linebacker spot. And we talked about that almost throughout the whole game.
Yep.
You have to force everything back inside, and he did that all game, and that's why we only gave up 14 points that whole game, and they were quick points to be that. So.
Right, yeah, that was the first drive Waterloo scored. I think they scored another one in the first half, and nobody scored in the second half. So defense did what they were supposed to do. They did what they had to do, and unfortunately, offense just didn't get it done. So George Weber didn't have to donate anything with those Eagles touchdowns, and the cheerleaders, they didn't have to do any push-ups. But tonight, hopefully we can get the tides reversed here and get the ball in the end zone, as Coach Horner had to say. We're going to head to a break, and when we come back, we'll talk about tonight. We got the Taylorville Tornadoes in town facing off to your Eagles. We'll be back with the Aces Wild pregame show right after this. Welcome back into the Aces Wild pregame show. Alex Schlemmer, Jared Germain. Jared, let's talk a little bit about tonight. We have the Tornadoes coming in. Like I said, 101 miles that they made the trek, hour 40 minutes. Didn't get here till late, but they're coming in at 2-0 this year.
Yeah, I will say a 2-hour bus ride is never really fun.
No. We get to do it in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, not fun. So I'd say coming down here, this is their first time being down here. So new atmosphere. Seeing a lot of fans out here, hopefully for the Eagles side, but we'll see what Taylorville brings to town and see what we got tonight.
Tornadoes and the Eagles, like Jared mentioned earlier, met one time in 2018. 45-23, I believe, was the final of that second round game. They went on to the quarterfinals and had to face Rochester, but that was a game that really was dominated by Taylorville. There wasn't much going on in that one, so Eagles 0-1 against the Tornadoes, and hopefully tonight be able to turn that around. But they come in 2-0, beat Olney and Robinson, two teams we don't know much about, two teams that might be a little bit of the lesser opponents, and but they did what they needed to do and won pretty handily.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Numbers that we need, they're pretty dark.
Yeah.
They got camo with black numbers. So.
Yeah, we had some trouble in that pregame seeing who was who down there, so we'll see how we do.
So, Jared, you come into this game, can't get much worse after last week. Mm-hmm. Hopefully not. What are your keys into tonight's game and getting the Eagles back on track?
I think you got to feed off your fans. I know week one we didn't really have a lot of things, good things going on our way. But I think you got to feed off your fans, and our fans got to be a little bit better tonight. I think you got to forget about last week. I think you absolutely have to just wipe that slate clean, and come into this home game excited to play against a team that you rarely never play. And then on the third one, I'd probably say just have fun. I know you're 0-2, and if you go down 0-3 now, it's going to be a lot harder to get in that playoffs. I don't think we've started 0-3 since, I want to say, 2001.
2001, yep.
And so Coach Horner, Coach Germain have never really been in this position before, so hopefully we can get a win tonight. 2001
was their first season together at the helm. They started 0-3, rattled off 5 wins in a row, got them to 5-3, lost in Week 9. Ended up making the playoffs. So anything's possible at this point in the season. It's still early, and we still got the Cahokia Conference that we have going on as well. So we're going to head to one more break. We're going to get the band. They're going to get situated. When we come back, we'll have the national anthem with the CHS band right after this. Another great rendition by Mr. Christian Avis Rouse and the Eagles Marching Band on that national anthem. They were led out by the honor guard of the Columbia American Legion, Jim Reeves, Gary Pettit, Michelle DeBorge, Hal Hillmeyer, all over there for the American Legion, and then the Junior ROTC, which is formed of CHS students. So another great little feature here on Military Appreciation Night. Sons of the Legion, like I said, did the cooking. The Eckert boys brought out their tanks. And then, like I said, National Guard, they've got the uniforms. So thank you to all the men and women that help keep us free and keep this great nation the way it is. We are nearing kickoff here as the teams are getting ready to break huddle there. You see the Eagles talking with Coach Kendall, and we talked with Coach Kendall before the game, and we talked about punts. One of the things, special teams, 10% of the plays, but 100% of the outcome sometimes whenever they have a blocked punt, which we've had 2 of them this year in 2 weeks. So hopefully the punt team's able to figure it out. But I think on our kickoffs throughout this season here so far, Jared, we haven't had too many issues with those, knock on wood.
Yeah, Keegan Thompson's looked good, sending that ball pretty deep. I'd say, what was that last week? I think we had more punts than we did first downs.
I 100% agree with that, yeah.
So Coach Kendall definitely got a lot of work last week with his punt team. Had a couple of them that were not the greatest of punts or blocking up front, but hopefully we got that done this week in practice. And I think that happened last week. The ball just fell off the tee
It
again.
did. Eagles are going to be coming out, like I said, in the camo jerseys, white hats, white pants, Taylorville. Purple and gold is their main colors, purple pants, white jerseys, and purple helmets. Thank you for joining the Aces Wild pregame show. It's Eagle football time as Keegan Thompson approaches the ball, getting ready to kick it off. He's going to send it right to left. It's going to be returnable at the 15-yard line. Deep man's going to get it. He's going to try to get back up to the middle of the field. Nothing going, though. Brought down by Dalton Rainwater. And there's going to be a penalty on the play as well, a holding penalty, so that's going to push him back right away even more.
We'll get to see first look at this Taylorville offense. Not really sure what they're going to be running. I think it's going to be a lot of spread, a lot of crossing routes from the receivers. So these linebackers, like I said last week, forcing everything back inside. These linebackers are going to have to be ready, a little bit more ready for the pass this week, and shifting these wide receivers from one to the next linebacker.
Eagles are going to be injury plagued this week, not having Joe Kish and Logan Hicks, so there's going to be some new down linemen for the Eagles. 2 wide receivers out wide. It's going to be a quick pass, number 15 to number 3. 1 missed tackle, and it's a good block out there by number 4, and a great job by the Eagle defender holding the block and not letting anything happen for a gain of 1.
That's something I don't even think we have a number 9 on here in our thing. We got a couple new jerseys this week.
Number 6.
It was number 9 there on the tackle, and we don't even know who that is, Alex.
Man, I don't even know.
Is that Mason?
I would say it looks like Mason, just from up here.
Yeah, I think it is because he plays that safety position, and Denny's on that other side.
We don't have a number 6. We don't have a number 9. It's going to be interesting.
It says 1 on his helmet, so this is Peyton Andrews' 6 tonight. We're going to have to write that down.
We're going to have to look at the helmets and look at even smaller numbers now. Same formation. Now they're just going to flip it. This time the quarterback is going to be under center, tight end to the right side, sniffer back right. It's a counter. Great job there by Brandon Jackson getting in the backfield. Good swarm tackling by the Eagles. And it's only a gain of maybe nothing. Brings up a 3rd and long.
Yeah, I think that was a 40 or something in there on that tackle, too. I think. Oh, that looks like it's Cam Janik over there, number 40. All right, let me write that one down.
3rd down, 8 to go.
It's going to be.
Why do they got to do this to us, Alex?
It is going to be Hayden Herdlicka, Josiah Miller as the down lineman, and there's another one over there. I'll get a number here in a second. Double. Eagles look like they're going to be showing man-to-man across. Jackson's going to show blitz on the outside. He comes, but the quarterback goes to the left. He gets behind his big lineman, led by number 66, I believe was the number. 56, rather. 6 foot, 200-pound junior. Lead blocking. Gain of 6.
And that's something I've been impressed over the first 2 games. Our D-line and our linebackers really showing up to play. Haven't really got pushed back a lot, I'd say, against Waterloo and against in that first game. They looked pretty good up there in the box. So hopefully we can keep that up.
Motion man number 3 is going in front of the quarterback. It's
Good
going to be a
tackle.
run. Great job there. Flying the gaps, loss on the play.
Looks like that might have been Keegan Thompson there. 13.
Number 13, the sophomore, had to come in and play last week. I guess he came in. I think he is the replacement for Hicks. Quarterback number 15 for the Tornadoes is the son of head coach Jeb Odom. Barron, the quarterback, is 6'3", 165 junior. 3rd and 9 from the Taylorville, 3rd and 1. 31. Pass play, and it's going to be a screen. All the defensive linemen went after the quarterback, but that's okay. Somebody in the backfield kept their assignment, and it's going to be a 4th down for the Tornadoes at their 35-yard line.
Look like tackle there by 40 again. Looks like Cam Janik. We'll bring on the punt team for Taylorville.
Punt team looks like Riebling's going to be the far back returner for the Eagles.
And he's got number 12 on.
Number 11 turns 12. Low punt, not a very good punt. Bounces at the 40, gives Taylorville a good bounce though. And it is going to go to the 29-yard line, where this Eagles offense is going to try to get some air under their wings and not flutter so much. Beautiful night here in Columbia, 8:06 remaining in this first quarter. Sunset and beautiful temperature. It feels like fall. We have to thank our, we'll call them the grounds crew here at Columbia School District. They did a great job. As any of you remember, we did not have very good signal in week 1. There's a massive hole over in the trees, though, in between us and the middle school. They cleared it in a week's time. So thank you to the community school district's grounds crew. Doubles formation, pistol back, fumbled snap. Vaguely picks it up, and he's going to have to make something out of nothing. There's 3 Taylorville guys in the backfield. Penalty flag is thrown. It's going to be a loss of 9. We'll see what the flag is.
Either
Looks like
a hold or block in the back.
block in the back, yeah. So, yeah, in week 1, it is a block in the back. See what happens. The penalty is declined, so it will be a loss of 8.
We got it on about the 21 now. Looks like
Yep.
second and about 17, 18.
We'll go 2nd 18 from the Eagles' 21. Same formation, 3 down linemen for the Tornadoes, 3 linebackers. Looks like they're going to be doing cover 2 with the 2 safeties. It's going to be a rollout for Vagley. He had Denny. He didn't get it to him. He's throwing it deep to Ribbling, and it's overthrown. Not too many plays in the playbook for 3rd and 18, so we'll see what Coach Horner drums up here.
Yeah, and he's probably this week he's really been not hard on his offense, but wanting to see something better out of his group out there. And on the first snap, you have a fumble, so he's probably not happy on that sideline right now, especially with 3rd and 18 now. Not a lot of plays, like Alex said, that you can run here.
And I think that fumble, it just went right through Vagley's hands. I don't think there was nothing wrong with the snap. It just slid on through. Now they're going to have 4 down linemen for the Tornadoes. It's just going to be a run play, trying to stretch it to the outside. Good job stalk blocking out here for the Eagles. And it's Jace James getting to the outside. He's going to be close to a first down, but I don't think it's enough, so we'll have to see what they decide to do. And I think you can hear Coach Kendall screaming, punt.
Whoever that left tackle was there, I'm not sure who it was, but he did a great job of sealing that defensive end on that outside run there by Jace Nelson.
Jace Nelson. I don't need, yeah. Jace Nelson.
You were blanking there, weren't you?
Tried putting 2 players together again. Happens all the time. Under 7 minutes, 4th down and 6. I thought he made it a little bit closer that first down than he did. Vaguely gets it off, kind of shanks it to the right side, but it gives another Columbia bounce. And it's going to go out of bounds at the Taylorville 38-yard line. We're going to stay with the as it seems like it's going to be a pretty quick change of possession here. So the Eagles did what they needed to do on defense once again. They've been doing that all year. Offense got some positive yards there, so that's a good good little drive to get started. We do have to give a shout out to Todd Sharkey Clasquin, as he is in his 15th season of keeping stats for Columbia. Him and Howie are down there every week, right next to each other, getting the best stats that they can get. Going to be just an ISO right up the middle this time for Taylorville. And something that is very nice to see, look at all the white helmets around the ball right there.
And that's all you can ask for as a defensive coach, having as many white hats fly to the ball as you can. Great job there on first down. Only a gain of about 2.5, maybe 3. We'll go 2nd and 7 here.
Ball at the Taylorville 41-yard line. They're still a team that gets in a huddle, so we're not used to seeing that too much. Slows the game down a little bit. 6:10 on the clock. Doubles. Running back to the right side. 3 down linemen for the Eagles. That's Brody Furlows, that other down lineman that I couldn't tell earlier. And it's just going to be a design quarterback run right up the middle. Going to bring up 3rd and 1.
Going back to the Sharkey and Mr. Howie down there, I bet they didn't have too much to write down last week on that offensive side.
Going to be just a quick play right up the middle, and great job by the Tornadoes. They're still pushing going forward. Penalty flag thrown. And that was just out of the head referee. He threw that from the back, the white hat. I don't know what that signal is. I don't think you can push the quarterback, correct?
In the past you were able to, because they used to have that wedge play that everybody used to run. But yeah, I don't know nowadays. They changed the rules too much.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what that one was. It's going to be a loss of 10. It was a spot foul. Usually that's the motion for a sideline warning, but for them to throw a flag, that had to be something going on with the play. And especially if the white hat's the one that threw the flag.
Yeah.
Sideline judge will be throwing the flag, everything else. So 3rd down and 8. The Eagles are going to have to try to make something happen here. They're just going right up the middle at Josiah Miller, so hopefully those linebackers are able to step up and make a play happen. Motion man comes across, just shuffles, number 22. They got him out in the flat, and it's going to be good for a 1st down, just barely. Good pursuit there by the Eagles, but it was about a yard too short. Going to be a 1st and 10. Ball at the Taylorville 49-yard line.
Looked like you had Peyton Andrews there in on that tackle. It looked like Max Steffen was kind of chasing that receiver there. Tornado is able to pick up the 1st down, keep the chains moving.
4:45 remaining on the clock. Still no score here in Columbia in the Week 3 matchup. 2-0 Tornadoes, 0-2 Eagles. Single receivers, 1 tight end to the right side, 2 running backs. It's going to be a run right up the middle that tries to back it to the outside. Nothing going. Good play there by the Eagles defense.
Mason Vega there, on that tackle, one of the first ones back there, as well as Maddox Steffen. Looks like no gain on that one. 2nd and 10.
With a clear case, it is down at the lower concession stand.
Clock has not stopped. We had 1 incompletion, I guess. That was the only time I think it stopped so far. Taylorville traveled pretty well. They filled up the grandstands across the way. Eagles, once again, good crowd here for the Eagles. Trips to the left side, running back right, ball on the right hash. Quarterback's going to keep it right up the middle. Nothing going, though. Just stood up before all the Eagles come and make the tackle. And, Jared, I watched the video this week. There's a defensive coordinator talking, and he said the best thing that he sees when he gets done watching film on the last little clip, he wants to see how many white hats or his color helmets are in. And so far tonight, the Eagles have done a great job with that.
Yeah, and that's something last week. I know we were good at forcing everything back inside, but you'd only have 1 or 2, maybe 3 guys throwing the ball. Tonight you've had at least, I'd say, 6, 7, 8 guys flying to the ball, which is all you can ask for. This run game really hasn't got anything going, so hopefully we can keep this up.
Motion man number 2. It's going to be quads to the left side. He's going to be a blocker. They're going to look deep. Nothing going. Now the quarterback's got nothing but green in front of him. He's got a 1st down. He's to the 30, and he's going to slide at the 30-yard line. So from 3rd and 8 to 1st and 10 after a big run, everyone flew to that side of the field, and he had nothing but pay dirt in front of him.
And that's something that's just so hard to guard on that defensive side. Whenever you have a quarterback that can run, rolling out, and has about 3 or 4 options downfield, and if none of those are open, can just put his head down and start running. It's just another option that you can add to your offense, having quarterbacks that's got legs.
Number 20 comes in late. He's going to be the running back. Had to get the play after the team had already broke the huddle. It's going to be a run to him. He makes one man miss. Furlow missed in the backfield. Another guy spun away from. But good job once again by the Eagles defense flying to the football.
And Furlow, first one in that backfield there, almost had about a loss of 3 if he gets his paws on there. But a gain of 1, going to be a 2nd and 9. Now we got an injured Tornado on the field.
The injury is number 5, the tight end for the Tornadoes, Cash Foraker, the junior. We're going to head to a break real quick with the injury. We will be back with the final 2 minutes and 14 seconds from the multi-purpose field right after this. Welcome back to the Columbia multi-purpose field, where the injured Tornado was able to get off the field under his own power. Going to be a 2nd down and 9 now after the short gain. 2 minutes on the clock now. Triples to the right side, doubles to the left. Empty backfield, quarterback sitting by himself. Play clock under 5. He gets a snap off. Going to be a straight pass down the middle of the field. Nobody there. He's going to get himself into the end zone for a touchdown, Taylorville.
And that was just simple trips right over here. And I think you had one of them running a bubble route, and then you had 2 vertical routes. So, I mean, on that, you got corner maybe playing.
The Tornadoes. Taylorville comes in, 773 students, 3rd largest school that the Eagles will play this year. Like I said earlier on the broadcast, Columbia comes in 618 students. So Taylorville a little bit bigger than us. Not really sure what's going on, why you need a timeout right now, unless they're just wanting to go for 2 and put this game out of reach in a hurry and take control. Blue Coup, they wore their camo tonight.
Cheerleaders got on the jerseys too.
Blue Crew's probably got 15, 20 rows here taken up of students. So good job by Coach Sandstrom getting them together. Taylorville's going to come out. They're just going to kick a PAT. The way it looks, number 20, like we said, Clark Rilhar is going to be the kick. High snap, gets it brought down, gets the kickoff, and it is good. So that takes the Mandy McGuire Group scoreboard, Taylorville 7, Columbia 0. We're going to head to a break, and we will be back right here on KCHS right after this. Welcome back to the Columbia multi-purpose field right here on KCHS. Taylorville just went right down the field, got a touchdown, and took the score to 7-0. Minute 48 remaining in the first quarter. Just a
What's this, a wedge kickoff? Are they all going to run out to their spot?
Well, you look at the defenders for the kick returners, I saw for the Eagles.
It's like a fake onside almost.
Man, they knew it was coming. They were all right there ready for it. I guess you got to keep it on your toes. Number 20 kicks it down the middle. It's going to be a short man getting the return. He's going to try to get up the middle. And that play happened so fast, there was really nothing to do. Really nothing going. Looks like Lucas Ribling was a return man. Like I said, he tried to get back inside, but there was nothing going inside either.
Yeah, ball only went 15, 20 yards downfield. Ribling really didn't have any time to see where to really go there because they were already kind of right in his face. So 1st and 10 Eagles here.
1st and 10, they're going to go trips to the left side. Vaguely standing 5 yards back. His running back is standing 3 yards behind him, so running back's already 8 yards deep. Motion man's going to be Rainwater. It's going to be a run to the outside. They're going to have good stock blocking out here. He's going to have to make somebody miss, but it's not happening. Gain of -2. Going to be a 2nd and 12.
It looked like the sophomore Jace Nelson there. Didn't really read that outside block. You had Biltman out here making a good stock block, pushing him kind of towards the sideline. Jace Nelson should have put his foot in the ground and tried to get upfield there, but kind of tried to stretch it out to the sideline and hurt the Eagles there, a loss of about 2.5.
Defensive lineman on the, I'm going to call it the top side of the formation, had a great jump on the snap count.
Kind of like Aiden Hutchinson last night.
Trips to the right side now. 4 defenders over there. It's going to be a run up the middle. Going to be hit right away is going to be Janik, but he's going to gain 4 with the forward momentum. Bring up a 3rd down now and 9.
Brandon Jackson just had a pancake block there. Only a gain of about 4, but drove that guy about 5-6 yards back and put him right on his bum. 30 seconds left here in this first quarter. 3rd and 9. We'll see what Coach Horner's got here on this 3rd down.
Trips to the right side. Running back just moved to the right side. 3 down lineman. Going to be a rollout for Vagley. He's going to set up. Now he's going to try to scramble. Nothing going over on this side. He makes nearly one-man miss before getting brought down at the 41, and that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter where the Eagles are trailing 7-0. They're going to have a 4th down and 5.
Decision time right here.
This might be a little area right here that you might be able to go for it. See if Coach Horner comes up with a trick play here when we return with the second quarter right after this.
Columbia Athletics would like to take this opportunity to recognize our advertising sponsors for the 23-24 school year. Thank you for your continued support of Columbia Athletics. We'd like to recognize Corey Pharmacy, Easton's Wild Video Gaming Parlor, Life Community Church, Fulton Meats, Manny McGuire Group, Columbia Athletic Booster Club, High Tech Detailing, Reliable Sanitation, Bernard Auto Works, Orthopedic Associates, Hill Monument, Schneider's Grill and Grate, Louise McDonald's, Sport Interiors, Bob Brockman GMC, Fit Body Boot Camp, Crossroads Realty Group, Renew Mind,
Back into decision time for Coach Horner. 4th down and 5 at the 41. Looks like they decided to punt right now. We'll see if anything comes from it. Jace Nelson was late to the show, was able to get out there in time. It's going to be a rugby-style punt with the quarterback that makes it interesting. Great punt, bounces at the 30, hits at the 25, still gives the Eagles a good bounce. And it's finally going to be down at the 23-yard line. I kind of like that rugby style there.
And we saw that last week. I believe they did that with that Kopi Osterhage. Would roll him out a little bit. And I mean, if you see an opening, might as well put your head down and try to get those 5-6 yards. But punt there, flip the field, and bring your defense back on the field.
So let's see if this Eagles defense able to do anything different. Like I said, they've been going pretty much right down the middle. The official started the play clock without Taylorville out there, so hopefully they'll be scrambling. Big lineman there, number 74, the left guard. He's got some weight coming in at 6 foot 270 junior. Trips to the right side. Now it's going to be quads to the right side. Quarterback's just going to fake it. Now it's going to be a run right up the middle. Janik's going to miss the tackle, and there's going to be 4 Eagles on the, not the start that you're wanting. And what goes through your mind now as you're a coach, your defense is kind of lackadaisical right now. How do you get them fired up? It's a great question, huh?
Yeah, especially with that guy. I mean, he can fire you up in a heartbeat, but
he can just look at you.
Yeah, for real. Once that hat goes backwards, then you know it's the real deal, but still forward right now.
Yeah, I heard the whistle. I looked down, and he was already at the numbers.
Well, they were all nice things to say, Alex.
1st and 10 now for the Tornadoes from their 35-yard line. 11:38 in the second quarter. Single receiver out to the right side. Tight end left. That's a false start on the left tackle. They didn't catch it. Going to be a run to the left side, and it's going to be great job running the alleys, and Biltman comes up making the tackle as well. Good job by the Eagles on the outside there.
You said left tackle was moving early a little bit?
Well, when the tight end came set, the left tackle picked his hand up, and once they touch the grass, you can't do that.
Well, I don't know if you didn't watch that game last night, the Chiefs game, but their right tackle moved, I bet.
Every play.
Every play.
Yep.
It was every single play. And I think it only got called once.
And it was late in the game after it's already been happening the whole time. Going to be tight end to the left this time, doubles to the right side, sniffer back left behind the tight end. Going to be a quick pass. It's going to be a slant, 2 slants. I don't know if that was a behind the ball on the slot receiver or just a low throw to the outside receiver. Regardless, 1st and 10 for the Tornadoes. That was like a tweener. The slot receiver reached back to grab it.
It was like a good ball, though. If that was actually towards that outside receiver, I mean, there's no other spot but for that receiver to go get it. Threw it low, right at the sticks. Able to come up with the catch and pick up a 1st down.
Very impressive out of Odom so far. His release, just his footwork and his release is very quick. So makes things a little bit difficult on your defense. Motion man's number 1. They fake it to him. Quarterback right up the middle. He's got a massive hole. Keeps his feet moving. Gain of 16, 1st and 10, as the Tornadoes are now in Eagle territory.
We're kind of just on our heels now. They're kind of doing anything they want. Looks like 88, Hayden Herdlicka coming in, play that D-line position. Keeping our guys up front fresh, at least trying to.
Coming out was number 52, the freshman, Kason Musco. Still 3 down linemen for the Eagles. Walk-up man is Keegan Thompson. He's a linebacker, but comes up now that the tight end moves to the other side. He steps back. Going to be a run to the right side this time. Looks like a hold out of number 50. Handkerchief gets thrown. I'll say it again, we still need to get that microphone for the officials down here so that they can talk to everyone.
Didn't we play, was it Mascuda that did that?
Yeah, they're starting to become a little bit more popular. Mascuda was the first time I'd ever heard it.
Oh, that was awesome.
They do a great job up there. They call it the MAC. What is it, Mascuda Athletic? I don't know what their C is.
Corporation.
Could be. Club.
Might Club.
Be. Yeah, I think that is actually it. Mascuda Athletic Club. Do a great job up there with them. So they always have some pretty good facilities and good teams as well. So that's going to be a loss on the play, spot foul. It's going to be a 1st down and 19 now. Under 9.5 minutes approaching. Quarterback's going to hand it off up the middle to number 20, who gets absolutely popped by number 5 for the Eagles, Maddox Steffen. Gain of, we'll call it 4. 2nd down and 15.
It looked like on that play you had about 3 or 4 different things going on. A couple guys in motion. You could run about 3 or 4 things off of that. They decided to go just right up the middle. Could also add on with that motion man and a little toss sweep to the outside.
Trips to the left side, single receiver to the right. Quarterback goes under center. It's just going to be a sneak right up the middle on 2nd and 15. good for 2 yards, brings up a 3rd and 13.
Maybe quarterback saw something that maybe to take advantage of, but yeah, maybe only a gain
Gotta
of
go get his vision
maybe
checked.
a yard.
I don't know what he was seeing on that one.
Yeah, when we have, what, 6, 7 guys in the box.
Quarterback is the only one going over this time to get the play call. They've had a, nope. Now it's going to be a timeout, Taylorville. 3rd down and 12. This is where you need your stands and your fans to get a little louder. This could be a big play here. I mean, you're not in 4-down territory. I think if you're Taylorville, you're probably trying to get 8 yards maybe.
I have a feeling they're going to come out and go empty here and see if we did anything different like they on that touchdown that they scored. So I think they're going to come out with empty look and take a shot and see if they can catch us off guard.
I'd even do that rollout that they had, and the wide side of the field was wide open. The ball's going to be on their right hash, we'll call it.
Kind of let that quarterback just do his thing, roll out, have about 4 options, and if he doesn't see anything, he can put his head down. We've seen that probably 2 or 3 times already tonight.
Not much of a feel so far here tonight. In this first half, 8:17 remaining in the first half. 3rd down and 12 from the Eagles' 42-yard line. They're going to go doubles, ball on the right hash, running back on the right side. Keegan Thompson steps up. Going to be another man, Cam Janik stepping up. He's bringing all the heat. It's going to be a screen. Eagles are going to have to make a tackle. Biltman misses, and it's going to be a 1st down. 3rd and 12, gain of 13.
Beautiful play call there. Everything about that play was just beautiful. I remember we ran that play I want to say senior year.
That will give Taylorville another 1st down.
In the playoffs, and Colton Bird picked up about, I'd say, 50 to 60 yards on that play, but we did not score on it. And you have everyone going down, all the wide receivers going downfield, and you play action to that running back, and the quarterback acts like he's going to roll out, and the running back just runs 10 yards and turns right around, and you just loft it right over the D-line.
Going to be a draw right up the middle. I believe that's Janik on the tackle. Saying his name a bunch here in this first half. Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. Good job making first contact and wrapping up.
32 getting the ball carrier.
Taylorville doing a good job with this clock, too. Already under 7:30.
They're not snapping before. They're not snapping before 10 seconds anytime.
Yeah, they're running that clock off as much as they can and coming out of the huddle each time.
Power I this time. Play action. Quarterback's going to bootleg to the right side. He's getting chased down, nearly gets sacked. He's got somebody in the end zone he's looking for, number 3. And did he get his feet in bounds is the only question. He did. Great play, 26 yards.
There's a flag on the field.
Holding on the offense. I didn't see the hold at all. I was watching the quarterback scramble. Biltman was about a yard off. He was in pursuit.
Yeah, he was there.
But
just a great ball there by that quarterback, putting it at the back of the end zone to where only that receiver could get it. Biltman was with him on that whole way. He just ran a simple post route.
That's got to be called back.
But we're coming back.
Holding Taylorville.
the holding penalty is going to be a spot foul. Loss of 10. Going to be a 2nd down now and 18. Once again, making sure now the clock's going to stop though because of that.
Right when I make a clock announcement, and now it wants to stop.
Taylorville, they're bringing 3 guys on, 3 guys off, seems like every other play. They've got plenty of guys over on their sideline. Plenty of coaches, too. I think we counted, 16 coaches? Something like that.
Fans get into it a little bit.
Trips to the right side, empty backfield, doubles the left. Quarterback's going to roll to the left. He's got Janik in front of him. Good job, good tackle there by Cam Janik. Gain of 6. It was Cam and nobody else. Good job there by Cam.
That's still almost too many yards you're giving up there. I know it's second and a country mile, but now you give them a 3rd and 12 to where they're in 4-down territory. I think we got to at least get in the backfield a little quicker there, but see what we can do here on 3rd and 12 with 6:20 left here in this first half.
The fans got into it on 2nd down. Sounds like they're going to get into it again. Taylorville, under 10 seconds. They're going to be having to rush this one a little bit. They're going to have to burn their final timeout.
See what the fans do and make it a little rowdy.
So 3rd and 12 from the 30-yard line. 6:07 remaining on the scoreboard.
That's a question I'll ask you, Alex. Whenever you were in high school playing football, where was the one place that the fans were just too loud to where you're like you have to block them out to where? As a quarterback too, for you, I mean, if it gets loud and hectic and you got to listen to play calls from the sideline and just get guys in the right position because you're the man on the field. So, what place do you think would be the loudest or the most chaotic that you've been a part of?
I would just have to say Waterloo probably.
Yeah.
They were, I mean, obviously obvious reasons there, but Freeburg and Central, if they got into it, they would get into it here and there. But when they did, it got loud for that one play.
Mine would probably be my junior year at Morton.
Was that that was first game, right?
Yeah. First game of the year, yeah. About 2.5, 3-hour drive.
Yeah. The football's different up there.
Yeah, it was awesome. Awesome atmosphere.
3rd and 12 for the Tornadoes. Trips to the right side. Motion man's number 22. He's going to make quads. Quarterback's going to roll out over there. He's got everybody standing at the sticks. He's going to tuck it and run. Hurdles over nearly a defender, but he is brought down. Quarterback's going to look. It's going to be another screen play, and it's going to be sniffed out by the Eagles. 1 missed tackle, 2 missed tackled. Fumble on the play, and I think the Eagles recovered it.
Yep. No.
Or was he down?
Number 20, who got that screen pass, kind of landed on his head there.
Back judge is motioning that he's down, and if he's down, it's going to be close to a first down.
If not, the Eagles will have the ball.
First and 10.
First down.
We had a fumble on the play recovered by Taylorville.
So now if you're the Eagles coaching staff, your defensive linemen now on 4 different times they've run the screen have bit hard on it, and it's working out great for Taylorville. So at what point do you go to your defensive lineman and say, hey, if it's too easy for you to get through the line of scrimmage, stop?
Yeah, and that quarterback has done a good job of letting those linemen get to him about 6-7 yards behind the line of scrimmage and then just lightly throwing the ball right over the top of them. So, yeah, something's going to have to change in this screen game on defense here.
Doubles, fake it to number 20, who's the motion man. Quarterback right up the middle. Gain of 8, brings up a 2nd and 2. Now they're going to give them 9. Brings up a 2nd and 1 from the 9-yard line.
Think about that.
On the clock.
He's not getting touched till he's 8-9 yards downfield.
9-yard line.
He had a wide open hole right down the middle of the field.
Need some binoculars. Looks like Furlow's going to be a tackle. Flag thrown on the play. False start. 5-yard penalty. Now hopefully that kills the drive. 4:05 remaining before halftime. If you can watch their splits whenever he goes under center, every lineman is on.
They're jam-packed.
They're touching feet. So that's going to be a loss of 5. It's going to be first and goal from the 9. The Eagles got their hands on their hips. Need to make a stop. Taylorville, I feel like, has had the ball the majority of this quarter. Still pretty tight splits for the linemen. Doubles going to be 1 motion man is number 1. They're going to hand it off to him. He's going to try to get to the outside. Good job forcing it in. 2 guys trying to make the tackle. Here comes 2 more. Going to be a gain of 2. Going to be Denny and Jackson.
Neiman, the ball carrier. Stop by number 77, Brody Furlow.
And Brody Furlow.
And like I said earlier, with this clock management, now we're under 3:30 here at ticking down to 3:15. And I remember, I think I said something about they had the ball at 7 minutes still, so half the field in 4 minutes they've been working with. 2nd and 8 here.
Ball on the left hash, trips into the boundary to the left side. Quarterback's going to get right behind his lead blocker. Number 2 is the running back. He's going to get 5, maybe 6. Going to be a 3rd and goal from the 2. Lead blocker there was number 2, the running back. And good patience there out of the quarterback to let something happen. Need the fans to be in it again.
Yeah, this is where you need another false start penalty.
Are you going to do like a chop right here or knife or anything out of your defensive lineman? Try to force something to get screwed up the middle.
Everybody's up on the line of scrimmage too. You don't have anybody deep. So.
Looks like power formation. Going to be running back right up the middle. Number 32 gets into the end zone. Thomas Gettings.
32 Gettings.
Coach Stump said he does come in on short yardage plays, and he gets the football, and that takes the score now. Taylorville 13, Columbia 0, 209 or 2:19 rather on the game clock. At the 1 yard line, maybe the 2 yard line.
I don't know where the penalty kick.
We'll call it the 1.5.
Yeah, I think that's the 3 that the white one's on, the PAT.
Field goal unit goes off. Starting offense comes on. 13 seconds on the play clock. I'm going to say they're going to go up the middle or up the middle. Number 32, he's still standing behind his quarterback. He's going to fake it to him. Quarterback's going to keep it himself, and he's going to get in. 2-point conversion is good. Quarterback just kept it himself. Faked that they were going up the middle, so that takes Taylorville 15, Columbia 0, 2:19 remaining. Before that Life Community halftime show, we're going to run to a break, and we'll be back with the rest of the first half right after this. Welcome back to the KCHS broadcast of Columbia Eagles football, where the Eagles are trailing 15-0. Taylorville just did their fake onside kick. Now they get everyone lined up the way they want them. And they send it deep. It's going to be returnable at the 18-yard line. Just try to make something happen now for the Eagles. They're going to get pretty good field position, getting up to the 36-yard line. So there's going to be 64 yards in front of the Eagles, 2:13, trying to get into the end zone. If you can get in the end zone here, you also get the football after halftime.
See if we can get something going on this offensive side of the ball. Tonight we really haven't got anything going, the same as last week. So see if we can get just one big play. That's what I've been saying all year. We just need 1 or 2 big plays to get everybody on the sideline ready to go.
Eagles get everybody lined up. Tight end right, sniffer back right, pistol back for Vagley. They're going to fake it to him. Vagley's going to have to run. He's got a guy in the backfield right away. He's going to make a couple guys miss before going out of bounds. Gain of 2. Clock stops. 2nd down and 8 now. And once again, as soon as the play action happened, he was scrambling.
He did go out of bounds there, so I think that stops the clock.
Doubles this time for the Eagles. 3 down linemen for Taylorville. Still showing that cover 2 look with the 2 safeties in the back, but their corners are even playing 15 yards off. Going to be a pass this time. Vagley's going to throw it. It's going to be caught by Dalton Rainwater. He's good for 20 yards, 15 yards we'll call it, and it's a first down for the Eagles. Good job juggling and making the catch.
Sometimes when you juggle that, you got a safety coming down trying to take your head off. So great job by Rainwater to kind of avoid that safety and pull that ball in. Great ball by Vagley as well on the slant route. And there's a little momentum that you need. 1:45 now left in this first half. See if we can punch one in here.
Still got 2 timeouts. Ball shaded to the left side, trips to the right side. Going to be a rollout this time for Vagley. He's looking, got a man, and that's a good catch there by number 4 for the Eagles.
Come on.
Gain of 8.
Tempo.
Coach Horner trying to move the guys around. Going to be ball on the right hash, trips to the left side. 2 defenders over to that left side as well. Looks like they're going to blitz, and they do. Vagley's going to have to set up. He's going to scramble, and he just chucks it.
Zach DeLeon.
Oh, Zach almost had the catch. I was watching to make sure they didn't call anything intentional grounding. Good job by Vagley there, not panicking, and got rid of it, and it's still 3rd and 1.
It seems like the second or third time, though, he's rolled out to that side, and he's got to roll to the other side because there's already a guy in his face.
Yeah. Who's that lineman out there with that?
Left tackle? I can't tell. I can't see these numbers, Alex.
Tight end right, sniffer back right, ball on the right hash. Pistol back is Nelson. They're going to hand it off to him this time. He's going to have enough for a first down, I believe. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't think he did.
And he stays in bounds under 1 minute now. 4th and 1. You got to go for it if you're Coach Horner. I think timeout.
Timeout,
Yeah. You can't let, you want to talk about it, but you can't let the clock run out. So you got 51 seconds now. That's a pretty good timeout there by the Eagles coaching staff. Now you got to make something happen. You know they're going to be bringing pressure.
4th and 1.
I'm going to go hard count first just to see if we can get a cheap one.
The ball's on this right hash, so I don't know if Coach Horner usually sometimes likes going to the boundary, going to this right side, and using the left side of the field to stretch some defenders out.
Is that the thought process there whenever you?
And then, I mean, I feel like you have to have athletes too. I mean, using that wide side of the field is always nice, but if you can put trips to that left side and bring the backside safety all the way over with a corner and a linebacker out there guarding the other 2, I think that opens up a lot running to this side of the boundary if you just have one receiver on this side. So we'll see what he wants to do here, though. Looks like he's going to have a single receiver on this right side with a sniffer back up right. We're going to go receiver to the left side as well. But beware of the tight end on the right side, Alex. He might run right down the middle of the field.
Middle linebacker right now is playing 6 yards deep. We're going to try to go up the middle. We're going to have to get to the 35. See what kind of position they're going to give them. First down, Eagles. Clock should stop, and it does. You got to get set now. You're at 44 seconds.
Play call in, and this is when tempo matters. You want to at least get a shot to the end zone here.
Trips to the left side this time. Ball still on the right hash.
Clock is ticking.
36 seconds now. Got to get it snapped. Vagley doesn't even roll out really on that one. He's going to have to make somebody miss. He does. He's going to try to get out of bounds. Good job by getting out of bounds. There's going to be a gain, but a penalty flag on the play. But once again, I think that was supposed to be a roll to the left, and he didn't even attempt to roll.
Normally where there's a holding or a block in the back, looks like the ref's going to walk backwards here. And all that momentum stops right there with only 25 seconds left.
Still need to try to get in the end zone, though. Now you got 45 yards in 25 seconds. If you're Coach Horner, I think you still got to try to stay aggressive here. Try to make something happen or see what happens in that second half, see what kind of formations you can throw out there. It'll be trips left bunch. All 3 of them standing right next to each other. 3 down linemen. Everyone is playing back for Taylorville. We're going to throw it down the middle of the field. It's going to go up for grabs. It's going to be intercepted. Now we got to make a tackle, and we do at the 6-yard line. So Taylorville's going to take over deep in their own territory. 15 seconds to go in this first half. We'll see. I imagine Taylorville's just going to take a knee. They might try to run one. I don't know. Been able to move it all night, so we'll see what happens. They're all going up to the line of scrimmage like it's just going to be a knee there. Snap and the knee. So we're going to run to a break. First half comes to a conclusion. Taylorville leads it 15-0 on Military Appreciation Night. We'll run to a break, let you see our wonderful sponsors that we have, and we'll let Mr. Christian Avis Rouse get the Eagles Marching Band set up for the halftime show. We will be back to KCHS and the multi-purpose field right after this.
For your halftime entertainment, Columbia Marching Eagle Band will perform their halftime show, Call Me, featuring music by Blondie, Carly Rae Jepsen, and Little Nas X. The band is under the direction of Mr. Christian Avis Rouse and color guard coach Jessica Janet, drum majors Amy Velnoski and Noah Parker. Take it away. Tonight in the Eastern Club, we have members Blue Crew kicking for cut ends up. We have Wayne Sermon, Caleb Head,
Welcome into the Life Church halftime show up here in the booth, right here on KCHS. Jared, not much going for the Eagles at half. A lot of the same of what we saw in that.
Stuck back at midfield with only 20 seconds left. So, I mean, you just got to find your momentum like we did at the end of that first half, and hopefully we can go off that.
We've talked about before. Coach Horner and Coach Tremaine do a great job of making adjustments. What's an adjustment you think the defensive line or the linebacker is going to have to make so that the quarterback doesn't just continue to run right down the middle?
I feel like our safeties are going to come up and play. I don't think we're going to put anybody 15 yards deep. I think some of those linebackers are going to have to come up and play, maybe stick their hand in the grass and the turf, and we'll maybe go 4 or 5 down linemen instead of 3, and having 4 linebackers. Might need to put a couple more down on that line to get in that backfield a little quicker.
And, you know, we talked about Brody Furlow a lot last week. We talked a lot about Cam Janik. We've said Cam's name a lot. Brody, we haven't said too much, so I'd like to see Brody step up. And we got a couple other guys in there that don't always get a lot of playing time, but it's been next man up, missing Joe Kish now, and Logan Hicks. I mean, those are two. Kish is going to clog up the middle, and then Hicks is going to chase everyone down.
Yeah, a guy like Maddox Steffen is going to have to play a lot better at that outside linebacker position. He's looked pretty good tonight, forcing things back inside. And on that other side, sophomore Keegan Thompson has also looked pretty solid. I know it's 15-0. We're down 2 scores. Get the ball coming out, so offense is going to have to go down the field and try to punch one in early.
And I think we got to do something about those the screen plays. I mean, they've run 4 of them on us, and they've probably got 50 yards, I would say, collectively on all 4. So see what they're going to do there. And offensively, trying to roll out to the outside, can't get out there because there's guys on our face. So linemen going to have to make an adjustment as well.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing on the offensive side of the ball. We know we can't really run the ball inside that much, so we're going to have to try to get to the outside whenever you have Mason running those rollouts, and he already got defensive lineman and outside linebacker in his face already, and he's got a reverse field and come the other way. You're already not looking too good there, so hopefully Coach Baker and Coach Horner got that situated at the halftime, and we can try to go off those rollouts and maybe throw the ball downfield a couple times.
So the Eagles got about 4 minutes until all those adjustments are going to need to be made. We got about 4 minutes in halftime. We've talked a lot about the Sons of the Legion tonight, talking about how they donated the meal and they cooked the meal. It was pulled chicken, great stuff. And they have their honor queue coming up, and it's a whole weekend in that first weekend of November. So I think it's the 3rd and the 4th this year, if I remember correctly. Friday night they got the Chicken and Beer Dance. Freshburn, a local band, is going to be playing there. So go on the Facebook page, and you'll be able to find where you can get tickets. And it's always a great event. They do a great job with it. The food, obviously, is going to be great. So make sure you go check them out for that. And then Saturday morning, the thing that they take a lot of pride in is they do a parade down Main Street. Starts at 10 a.m. So it's all the veterans. It's what's honoring them. I know my neighbor, he's 98 years old, and he's in the parade every year. So if you're able to go out on Saturday morning, 10 a.m., starts at the Abbey, ends up at the Legion, and then that rolls into the whole weekend and the whole day on Saturday. It's a huge barbecue competition. Professionals come in, and it's a pretty cool event if you've never done it. They've got a kickball tournament that it gets pretty rough and rowdy. It's a good time, so make sure you go thank the veterans and go show your face up there. I think that's a great event that they have on there. And then we have to talk next week, Songs for Soldiers. Usually we get Dustin Rao, the founder of Songs for Soldiers, on. He wasn't able to come in tonight, so talk a little bit about that. Travis Tritt playing on Friday night, and Cheap Trick. I didn't know I knew their music up until somebody put them on Spotify. So Cheap Trick will be on Saturday. So Jared, are you going to be able to go to any of the? Are you going to be going on Saturday to the events?
I don't know if I'll go to that, but next week's Songs for Soldiers, since we're not. I don't think we're broadcasting next Friday at Roxana. So I believe I'll probably be up there Friday night or Saturday night next week for that. So.
And that's something I think they've raised over $1 million.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's another great event. So make sure you go check them out online as well and get your tickets for next week. It's a great event. With all that being said, halftime show presented by Live Church is about done. We're going to get things switched around up here. We'll bring you the second half where the Eagles are trailing the Tornadoes right now 15-0. We will be back right after this. Jared's three keys in that Aces Wild pregame show. Have fun and use the crowd. Don't think we had too much fun there in that first half, so we're going to have fun in the second half, and hopefully this crowd's going to be able to get into it and try to get these Eagles victorious. Currently sitting at 0-2. We're going to try to get to at least 1-2. Avoid going 0-3 for the first time since 2001 and try to get a little momentum, get a little fun here in Columbia. Both teams coming out right away. They were ready to go once that, I don't even know if the horn sounded.
I didn't hear it, no.
Let us know where you're listening from. We haven't had too many of those yet, so make sure you comment on the stream, comment on Facebook, text us, private message, I don't know, Twitter.
X. It's X now.
It's called X. Oh, I did see that. Let us know where you're listening from. Second half is underway as a kick goes on the ground up the middle. It's going to be recovered. I believe that is
Nelson.
Jace.
Yep.
He gets to the outside. We said we wanted to see him run, and there's a penalty flag thrown at the 40-yard line. Great return, though. He was able to pick it up and get to the 45, but it's going to be a hold. So it's going to be a 10-yard penalty. Good job, though, by Jace. We've always said we want to see him get in the open field and see what he can do, and he was able to do that. So little glimmer of hope there for this second half.
And as a sophomore, not playing a lot of varsity football, and having probably the most speed on this team, I'd say we look forward to him moving forward in the next year and his senior year. So a lot of big things hopefully to come for Jace.
Eagles are going to start second half at their own 34-yard line. Tight end right, sniffer back right, pistol back. They're going to hand it off to him, and he gets hit immediately. Two Taylorville Tornadoes in the backfield, nothing going. Loss of 4. There's Janik on the run.
He's a little banged up after that one. And that's something that we've kind of been nailing the head on all year. Some of these offensive linemen haven't really played any varsity ball, so still kind of learning, but I feel like by week 3, they've grown up already. So
going to be Nelson this time. Another penalty flag thrown. He's going to get past the original line of scrimmage. It's thrown in the area of holding, though, on the offense, and it's going to be a personal foul, chop block on the Eagles. We've had a bunch of those this year.
yeah.
So that's going to be that'd be another 10-yard penalty from the spot.
It's the only way we can get positive yardage, Alex.
What's that?
If we try to chop block and get away with it.
Yeah, we haven't got away with it, though.
I know.
That's the problem. Ribbling's coming on. So now from 1st and 10,
Woo!
2nd down. I got to do some math here
It's
real
about
quick.
30 almost.
26. 2nd and 26. Eagles going the wrong way. Trips to the right side, running back right. Ball in the middle of the field. Single receiver out to the left. They're going to throw a little bubble route to Jace. He's going to have to run. He's got the 20, 25, 30. Makes
move.
one man miss. He's at the 40. First down. Gets to the 50-yard line before getting knocked out of bounds. First down, Eagles.
We tried running that play 3 or 4 times last week, and it looked like those corners and outside linebackers were almost making that tackle right at the line of scrimmage, and we were almost getting negative yardage there. But great job by Nelson getting outside. Great stalk block out here, but I believe it was Sam Denny, and just got upfield, and now we got the momentum on our side a little bit. Need to keep it rolling.
Tight end right, sniffer back right, running back to the left of Vaguely. Hard count.
Got him.
They got him to jump. Mason's letting him know. 1st and 5 now for the Eagles after the offside.
Here you go.
Here's your momentum. Now we don't need a dumb penalty to stop the momentum. Keep them moving, Eagles. 1st and 5. 10:57 in the 3rd quarter. Ball on the Taylorville 44-yard line.
Looks like Nelson checks out. Cam Janik checks back in.
Same formation. They're going to hand it off to Janik. They're going to throw another penalty flag. Ball is going to be downed at the 40, but I think we're going to have a legal procedure on the Eagles. Loss of 5 brings up 1st down and 10 again. Would have been a gain of
about 4.
4, yeah.
Now they're going false start.
Oh, boy. So now we're back to 1st and 10. Got to keep the momentum. You watch a lot of the body language of the guys, and got a little down right there. So you need somebody to keep everyone up. Tight end right, sniffer back right, pistol back. Going to be a handoff to Janik. It's going to be a counter. He's going to get to 2nd down and 8, ball at the 47-yard line. There's really nothing going there. They get the ball. Now he's starting 8 yards deep too, so he's going to have to run 8 yards in order to get to the line of scrimmage. So that's a 10-yard run there out of your running back, but he's only gaining 2 yards.
Looks like we're going to have doubles to the left here. Sniffer back right, single receiver out to the right. Running back right behind Mason Vaguely.
Going to be a bootleg to the right side. Vaguely's going to have to scramble. He does. Going to just go out of bounds, loses 3 yards on the play as he runs out of bounds at the 50-yard line, brings up a 3rd and 11.
And I'm kind of confused there why we're rolling out to the right side to the boundary. I know you want Mason kind of not throwing, turning his whole body to throw the ball downfield, but you got to use that wide side of the field. You got a lot of room over there to work with.
Doubles for the Eagles. Ball on the right hash.
Oh, there's a blitzer.
Going to be Nelson. He takes the handoff. He's going to get to the line of scrimmage. That's at least a positive yard. He's only going to gain 2 and brings up a 4th and 9 from the 48. I think if you're Coach Horner, do you punt and pin them? And it looks like that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, knowing how we've been going tonight, a lot of penalties. We have 2 good plays, and then you get set back again. So I think you almost have to pin them deep here and hope your defense can play like it did last week and have another lockdown second half.
I do like this little rugby-style punt that's been put in now with Vaguely being your quarterback and your punter, so it gives him an option. Good job by Taylorville forcing him to punt it early. It's going to bounce, and it's going to be a great job by Dalton Rainwater getting down there, and it's going to be down at the 3-yard line. So now, defense, we need you to do your job. You've done it for us all night. Good job by special teams switching the field. Great punt from Vaguely. Good job by Dalton getting down the field, too.
Yeah, that had a good bounce on it, too. That ball was bouncing quick. Good job by Rainwater to down at right around the 3-yard line, where can't run a lot of plays here. See if Coach G wants to bring a little blitz package here. Try to get that quarterback in the end zone for a safety.
We'll take points any way we can get them. Quarterback is going to be in the shotgun set. He's going to hand it off to his running back. Great juke move to make Keegan Thompson miss. And they're going to gain, we'll give them 5, brings up a 2nd and 5. Keegan was in the backfield right away, but a juke stick there got him out of it.
You saw he went in there, didn't really force him back inside, like I've been saying all year. Keegan Thompson kind of got his ankles broken on that one a little bit, but 2nd and 5. See if we can get 2 big stops here, make them punt the ball, get the ball back.
2nd and 5, 10 seconds on the play clock. Same formation for the Tornadoes, same play. Number 32 is going to get it this time, and he's going to get stood up. Great job by the Eagles D. Gain of 1, maybe 2. Brings up a 3rd down, and we'll call it 3. Maddox Steffen gets credit with the tackle. Good job standing him up, though, whenever he got to the line of scrimmage.
Looks like, I think that's 73 in there playing nose.
Lincoln Corbin. Doubles to the right side. Quarterback's going to keep it himself, going up the middle, following his lead blocker. He's got enough for a 1st down. And it's going to move the chains for Taylorville, 7:42, 20. Gain of 4.
And that's been their bread and butter tonight. Send a guy in motion, have him log up into that hole, and quarterback's just keeping it. And they're getting 4, 5, 6 yards every time they run that play. See if we can somehow stop them here and try to get this ball back, try to make this into a 1-possession game.
Doubles to the left side, tight end right. Run right up the middle with number 32. He's going to gain a couple, brings up a manageable 3rd and 3 now. Ball at the 24. And Jared, we talk about people from Colorado listening. I believe I think we've gone coast to coast. I want to say
California?
I want to say we had somebody in California and I want to say South Carolina as well. So Colorado, I believe right now, he's the farthest listener. We always have Florida. I feel like Mr. Horner's mom never misses a game, so it seems like we always got at least one listener in Florida. 3rd and 2.
Have we went international yet, Alex?
Oh, that's a question there I don't have an answer to. 3rd and 2, up the middle they go. There's going to be a penalty flag thrown on the play. Let's hope that it's on Taylorville. Some extra whistles blown at the end of the play. Let's see what the white hat has to say.
Ball start. Offense.
That's a 5-yard penalty, brings what would have been a 1st down. Now you got to take advantage of that, Eagles.
You know what's coming here?
Up the middle run.
Yep.
Our quarterback doing something himself.
Oh yeah, quarterback's definitely going to have the ball in his hands here.
If you all are like watching in the quarterback here tonight, good thing we'll see him again next year. He's only a junior, so. Coach Kendall coaching Lucas Ribbling, the punt returner. 4:45 in the 3rd quarter. Punt is off. Good spiraling punt. Going to be waved. Fair catch by Ribbling at the 46. And Lucas Ribbling, the senior, never played football before. Doing a great job back there, looking up at the ball and not knowing who's going to come hit you.
Oh, I'll tell you what, punt return is scary, man. You get that ball flying up in the air, you got to look up. Sometimes you can't even see because it's in the light. And you got to realize.
It's in the light?
Yeah.
The lights are on the side of the field.
Oh, you'd be surprised, Alex.
Eagles offense takes over at the 46. Showed a little hope there on that first drive. Let's see if we can take it to the end zone.
Then you got to think if you want to have a fair catch and not get hit.
Jace is going to get the ball. He's going to run backwards right away. Nothing going. Loss of 2. 2nd and 12.
And I like the idea of us trying to run outside right now.
Chase Nelson brought down by
Just don't know
Herrera.
where else we can really go. Get this ball on the right hash here. Hopefully we can use that wide side of the field on a play like this, 2nd and 12, so you can get into a manageable 3rd down and not have to punt the ball on 4th.
Let's just not even get to 3rd. Here comes a 13-yard run. Up the middle we go with Janik. Nearly forgot the 1. He got 3 yards out of it, 3rd and 9. They might even give him 3rd and 8. We'll see where they're going to spot the ball. 3rd and 9.
Janik up the middle for a few.
Going to be at the Eagles' 47-yard line.
Brady Halda.
2 guys coming on, 2 coming off for the Eagles. So far, only 1's come off. 15 seconds on the play clock. 4. Got to get something moving here. Not any flow for the Eagles. 6 seconds on the play clock. Doubles. Running back to the left side for 3rd and 9. Eagles are going to have to make something happen. It's going to be a pass play. He's looking for Rainwater, and Vegley throws it behind him, and it falls incomplete.
That falls incomplete for Rainwater.
4th down, and we're going to be punting again. Stops the clock at 3:10 in the 3rd quarter. Going to need another good punt here out of Vegley. Taylorville's pushing their return man back a little ways now. Low snap. Now Vegley's going to have to scramble. He does get it off.
Got tackled right as he was letting that ball go.
I don't know where they're going to mark that down.
Right around the 40. He's still walking up.
But from the ball was at the 47,
He's marking it at the 49.
so it is a 4-yard punt.
Bailey's punt out of bounds. It's 50. Taylorville
And I
takes
guess
over.
there is no roughing the punter on that, because if he looks like he's going to run the ball, tackle him, which was a legal play there. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line for Taylorville. 3:05 left in this 3rd quarter.
Doubles this time. 3 down linemen. Keegan showing blitz, and he's coming. Quarterback's just going to drop back. They're going down the middle of the field, and it's going to be number 1 going up for it. Incomplete. Good job. 2 defenders on the play.
Like Denny.
Pass falls incomplete. Lucas Ribbling uncovered.
He looked
Vaguery,
like-
maybe?
I think it was Ribbling. He's wearing 12 tonight, correct?
Oh, he was a corner that came all the way over. Okay.
Yeah. Great job by Denny, though. Get in the way of that receiver and make contact with the receiver after he kind of got his hands on the ball there. 2nd and 10.
2:59 remaining in the 3rd quarter now. 5 seconds on the play clock. Now they're resetting it to 25. I guess the officials thought that was a little too quick. Quarterback under center this time. Power formation. They're going to fake it up the middle. Quarterback's going to roll to the right side. He's got a man wide open, and thankfully it was dropped.
Looked like Kadarius Toney last night. Can't
Man,
see
how
the
many
Chiefs.
drops did he have last
3.
night? Did he?
Yeah. One of them would have been one of the biggest plays of the game.
So that falls to the turf. 3rd down and 10. This is still where you need the Eagles fans to get into it. It's not a 3rd and 2, but 3rd and 10 can sometimes be harder than a 3rd and 2. So Thompson comes off. Cooper White comes on that animal position. He's showing blitz. He's at the line of scrimmage. Here he comes. He gets picked up by the running back.
Look at that.
All right, we got ourselves a Columbia Eagles sack.
Cooper White coming off the edge there. Everybody happy for him.
Last week he almost had a sack as well and just came up short.
God, that's making me feel old. I remember some of these kids, I'd be there for Blue Jay camp. They'd be out there as a Blue Jay player. Now they're out here playing varsity football. I love it. 4th down for Taylorville. Looks like they're going to punt here. Riebling back to receive this one.
And nearly blocked. Vaguely was there. Wait for the fair catch. Good job by Ribbling once again, catching it. This time at the 29. Mason was right there, almost got the block.
Lucas Ribbling calls for a fair catch.
That was another tough catch there for Ribbling. Guy legitimately in his face. So the Eagles have 1st and 10, 2:10 remaining in the third quarter. Ball at their own 29-yard line. Try to get some positive yards here on this drive. Got to start taking some chances here too, as the clock's not on your side and Taylorville has dominated the line of scrimmage. Doubles, pistol back, I believe, is Jace. It's going to be a handoff to him up the middle. Good job blocking that time by the line.
Yep.
And he's got himself 6 yards. Good hold there by the Eagles lineman.
Couldn't tell who that left guard was there on that play, but he made a pretty good block.
That was Janik in on that. Can't see numbers, and I just assume that Jace is out there. You're going to have to look at the sideline more to see who's on the sideline. You can at least see those numbers.
Like 73, Lincoln Corbin coming in late, playing that right tackle position. And Maddox Steffen looks like is going to reverse to the other side of the field, and with doubles set.
Hard count doesn't work. 2nd and 4, though, a lot of options in that playbook. Going to be a muffed handoff.
Oh, man.
Throws all the timing off. Luckily, we get a gain of 1 out of it.
Looks like it's 52 Kason Muskoff who had to come off there, get his elbow taped up from trainer James Sepich.
3rd and 2. Coach Warner hasn't had many opportunities to look at this side of the play card. 3rd down and 2.
Look here, Alex. Look at this corner. Run a simple catch and pass it to him right now.
Yeah.
Look at this.
And as quick as Biltman is, he'll be able to run away from him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Trips to the right side, pistol back. Middle linebacker stepped up right away. We got ourselves a 1st down. We got another penalty flag, though. Holding.
Organic picks up the 1st down.
On the Eagles. 1st and 10. Bring it back.
Got a flag on the play.
I don't know who he's looking at. So what would have been a 1st down is now going to bring up 3rd and 13. Boy, how many times have we said 3rd and teens in the last 3 weeks?
Bring up a 3rd and 13.
38 seconds to go in the third quarter. Are you in 4-down territory right now if you can get a 4th and manageable?
No.
Nope, not yet. All right.
No.
You still have all your timeouts, so. 3rd and 13, trips to the right, running back left. 3 down linemen, 2 linebackers. It's going to be a straight pass. Begley's got all sorts of time. He's going to try to move the pocket. He throws it downfield. It's Biltman. Biltman makes a catch. It's a 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 36-yard line. Get up to the line of scrimmage. You might be able to get one more play. 15 seconds to go. I think I'd take another shot at the end zone here.
And he's a kid, man. He's got some speed on that outside, and he had 2 or 3 guys back there with him, able to make a great adjustment on the ball.
Wasn't a great ball, but like you said, he came back to it and made the catch. 1st and 10 at the 36.
And they're still playing 15 yards off of him. Give him the ball right now.
And it's going to be the end of the quarter.
Man, you have to get another play in there.
Yeah. That's all right. We got a little life there. Eagles, nothing going on there in the third quarter. Taylorville still leads this one 15-0. We're going to see if the Eagles can get in the end zone real quick and get another $100 donation from George Weber Chevrolet. We'll be back to the Columbia Multi-Purpose Field right after this. Welcome back to fourth quarter action live on KCHS. The Eagles just had a big play to get down in Taylorville territory. Good catch by Biltman. Now the Eagles got to get in the end zone. Jared, what are you doing? I'm taking a shot right here.
Yeah, I think I am too. That's kind of what I wanted right as the time was expiring there in third quarter. But I mean, after a big play like that and you get on the ball, your defense kind of hectic. Don't really know what's going on. If you're on the same exact play and take a shot downfield, who knows? Pass interference, or you might have a chance of scoring a touchdown. But first and 10 Eagles now. Start of this fourth quarter.
Single receivers this time. Tight end right, sniffer back right. Pistol back is Janik. We're going to hand the ball off to him. He's going to make a man miss. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets a good 3 yards.
Looks like he should be getting 7 to 8 on that ball, doesn't it?
Now, and like I said earlier, vaguely standing at 5 yards. The running back's over 3 yards behind him.
Yeah, so he's already 8 yards away from the line. That ball kind of runs through there with both of his shoulders down, with both hands over that football.
Third and 2
here. You're definitely now, you're in 4-down territory, and you're down 2 scores, so you're going to have to get in the end zone here at some point.
Same formation again for the Eagles. Hard count, doesn't work. Linebacker on this side was being a little aggressive. We'll see what happens there. Again, the defensive backs are playing 10 yards off. Up the middle we go this time with Janik. First down for the Eagles on another hard run.
Where's that been all night?
All year.
All year. Yeah.
First and 10 for the Eagles. Approaching the red zone. Ball at the 24-yard line.
If you're gaining 4 yards to carry, do that 3 times, you're going to have a first down every time.
I'd still like to see a little bit more urgency here. We've got 10:30 remaining in the game. But Taylorville's been dominating the time of possession, if I had to guess. First 2 games, the Eagles were pretty much split 50-50. See what happens. Same formation, ball in the right hash. We're going to run this time with Nelson. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets 5 yards. 2nd and 5 from the 20.
Good job on this drive now for this O-line. Just making lanes for Jace Nelson and Cam Janik. Be able to show their speed off a little bit.
Same formation. Look at the linebackers. They're all playing outside. There's a middle linebacker's playing 7 yards deep. This is an odd formation, and I guess that's why we're just going up the middle. We do it once more. Gain 3 yards, 3rd and 2. But if you look there, it's almost like the outside linebackers are playing animal positions in our playbook. And like I said, that middle linebacker at 7 yards deep, you just got to be able to seal the middle is the main thing.
Playing 1, 2, 3, 4 down with maybe 2 blitzers coming every play.
3rd and 2. Big play here for the Eagles. Up the middle we go. And Janik gets stood up at the line of scrimmage. Ran the same play 4 or 5 times in a row. Didn't work, so now you're going to have a 4th down and 3. We actually lost a yard there.